I was talking about I called my buddies Curtis and Gus, and it was 9:20, and I was like, "What are you guys up to?" They're like, "We're a shit house."
They had
great, awesome. I'm like, dude, it's a Saturday at 9 in the morning.
Is it better if they stayed up all night, or is it better if they woke up to get shithouse immediately at 9 a.m.?
I think it's the third variable. I think it's if they had gone to the casino or not, because
yeah,
dude. I mean, they used to love the casino. I told the story maybe on here how I watched Gus 1K in the hole and then crutch over because he broke his fucking ankle. He was crutching over to the ATM machine, and I almost threw up. Because I was just spectating, drinking, watching him play slots. Yeah. Which, by the way, worst way to lose your money. Imagine you're like, yeah, I'm in debt. It's because of slots.
Don't talk to AJ York about it. He'll tell you why it's the best. It's the best way to make money possible.
But doesn't he have an algorithm to it? Like he knows. He's explained it to me before.
So there's certain kind of slots, right?
Yeah.
That have like
slots, correct?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
They have like a payout by number. And the more money and the more spins it has, obviously the number on the left gets higher. And when it's got to like pay out or pays at a certain amount,
yeah,
like it's bound to hit in the next like $500 or something. You know, which is like, yes, yeah. I mean that should work, yeah. But are you still gambling? Yeah. You know, casinos haven't been like the most notoriously truthful.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, maybe what if they fucking rigged the machine? That one's not meant to pay out yet.
I mean, it's just, you know how it is. I mean, they're literally meant to be addicting. Casinos. I know that Gus, one time, he was in the casino and he got pulled aside by security. And I'd love this story. And I know he's going to come on at some point and he'll probably tell this story. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to tell the story. He got pulled to a side by security. He's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? You made a mistake. I know you did." And he's like, "No, we know you. You put a bet on you made a sports bet and you scammed the person you were giving the money to." And he's like, "I guarantee that's not me. I've never made a sports bet here." He said, "We got you on camera." He said, "Go check again."
Yeah.
And they said, "No, we already know it's you. We never make mistakes." He was like, "Dude, this is fucking bullshit." They went out and they checked the cameras again. The camera caught his face behind the guy's face of who was scamming him. And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "We are so sorry. We can give you a $30 voucher." He said, "No, fuck you guys. We're leaving." And he still ended up going back to the casino.
Yeah,
and he goes all the time. That's how fucking, like, dude, you almost went to jail and you're still so addicted you're going to go back. I was like, yeah, dude, I know you're going to be back. I called it.
Yeah, you know they have like...
I'm acting like you right now. I told you.
Yeah, I was last night. Here's the thing about what I said last night. When I was saying, there we go. I was saying I'm always right as a joke, but there's been multiple occasions where you go, "Oh, you're always right, Max," and then like 2 weeks later, my mic stand's so fucked.
Dude, we'll cut at some point.
Yeah, we'll fix it here in a minute. Yeah, maybe right.
Man, that's the most limp thing.
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude. And I'm like trying to sit to fix it. Maybe that'll be better. What's fucked is when I put it on, I literally went, "This is the best it's ever been." And then I look over 5 minutes later and it's already like drooping off again.
I'm going to just drill a hole through that motherfucker.
Bolt it down. No, but I always say you're always like, that's when you don't agree with what I say. Mm-hmm. And I'm dropping some knowledge. Mm-hmm. You're always like, you're always right. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, you'll be like, "You were right, Max." So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when I say it, I'm saying it as a joke, but sometimes I know.
Yeah.
I know certain things.
But then I got to question you, like, what was it last night? You thought the fellow comedian of ours was at the Bricky's open mic. And then I looked back at the edited list. I'm like, I never saw him.
Yeah.
I
was trying to, because that was the only place like rationally in my head, because I knew I just saw him, that I was like, where did I see him? But I think I was just at the fucking thing.
You were dreaming about him. You were dreaming about Luke. You're like, yeah, I saw him that night in dreams.
Hey, dude, jack little fucker.
Yes, good looking dude. Well, okay, you want to get us started? You want to do the intro this time?
Hold on, let me tell this part. We were talking about the casinos.
Yeah.
They have like AI recognition for faces.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're banned, they won't let you back. My buddy's uncle is banned from like every fucking casino in like 120-mile radius, from like Cincinnati to London, Ohio to Cleveland. Like cannot go in, and it's not because he's winning. It ain't because he's winning. It's because when he starts to lose, he starts to like threaten the fucking dealer and be like, "You're a real piece of shit." You know that?
Like it's his fucking fault.
Yeah, and the guy's literally just like, "Dude, I'm just dealing the cards. Like, you saw them bring me a big ass box. Like, I'm not cheating."
Also, you cut the fucking deck.
yeah.
That cracks me up.
But yeah, literally, he cannot even walk into one. They'll catch him. They have him out in the parking lot, like the camera's coming in,
really?
and they'll literally, before you even get into the doors, be like, "Sir, you need to leave.
Fuck.
You know you're not supposed to be here." So
that's crazy. How much do you think those motherfuckers get paid to just sit at that security? I know security.
Not a lot.
My buddy, he got a job at Best Buy security. He was making good money at the time. I think they said like $25 an hour.
Yeah, but I feel like that's back when they wanted you to do shit.
Yeah.
You know, when they wanted you to like
this was probably 5 years ago.
Nab the thieves and like beat up old ladies or whatever security guards are supposed to do.
I would hate that because you have to sit at a desk and literally watch cameras all fucking day. That would suck.
Yeah.
I need to move around.
I sit at a desk all day now, dude.
Yeah.
It's called playing on your phone. Makes everything better. It's going to be there we go. I feel like I just need to adjust that too.
Yeah, you're good. Welcome back to the Drunkbudz. Max, take it away.
You just dead named our podcast. Damn, dude, you're gonna have to bleep that. You've been bleeping me a lot. You're gonna have to bleep that one out.
I'll bleep it.
Just used our podcast dead name.
Welcome back to Drunkbudz. Max, take it away.
What's up? I'm Max Jensen. I'm your co-host. I'm your co-host.
Should probably figure out your title first.
Yeah. I'm actually just assistant to the regional co-host. So,
you want to name who's behind the camera right now?
Nobody.
My dad is behind the camera.
Oh my God.
Today.
Do we have the same dad?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's here running the ones and twos. It's fine.
It's just me and Steven today. Our friends hate us. I mean, Steven said all that bad shit at the Pro-Am this week, and nobody's been making eye contact with them. Everybody's been starkly avoiding Steven Stewart.
And it's hard. I'm a big boy now. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I actually lost weight, dude. Since I've been sober. I'm still sober, by the way. Update.
Still
folks.
sober.
Still sober. And we'll get into that a little bit
Chief
later.
Keef hates being sober.
Because that's one thing you always talk about, how you're like, when you lead sentences with, "I told you, dude, you did tell me about this one. This was one time you were right again." Dude, but what was I talking? Oh, I lost weight. Yeah, no,
lost
sober.
weight.
Lost weight. I've been just chief in water, bro. I've been just down in water. I'm probably drinking 8 bottles of water a day. And then I go to the club and I just am gunning water.
Yeah, you need electrolytes.
Yeah,
Are you drinking a Gatorade here and there?
Mm-mm.
I just told my coworker this because she got one of those massive fucking water bottles, and that's
the water,
apparently
right?
yeah. Or else you're literally just pissing. Like,
oh yeah, I'm pissing.
When I was carrying around a gallon jug all the time, there would be like I would hit a point every week of being like, I drank one of these things and I'm still dying of thirst.
Yeah.
Because you just absolutely deplete your body of all the minerals and electrolytes it needs to hold on to that water.
Yeah. You're just
Not that
flushing.
I'm like a food scientist, people. Okay, I watched a couple YouTube videos
you've also
once.
Been around the block. You've had to deal with fitness and everything, and actually gaining muscle and everything.
Yeah.
That does matter. I mean, it does to a certain point. But like I said, dude, you were
I
right.
just don't feel good if I don't.
You were right, because we started the sober with Charlie, and then 2 days in, I think I said it on the last cast, Charlie was smoking. I'm like, oh, okay, Callie's sober.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then 7 days in, I see Charlie halfway down the neck of a fucking Bud Light.
I don't even think it was 7 days in for me. You must have not.
It was around 5.
Yeah, I was about to say. It felt like the next time I saw Charlie.
Because we were at the it was 5. You know why? Because Friday was the 6th that we went, and that was the second day he was drinking in a row. So yeah, it was 5. 5 days. He's down. My buddy who was going sober with me was like, hear me out.
Well, I won't call him out by last name because AA.
He's a friend of the pod. What do you mean AA? Hey.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Bad idea.
Yeah, she was gonna
bad idea. I'm sorry, Kitty.
I don't know if she was in camera and shot, but
that was a bad idea.
Max just tried to pick up the cat. I love the cat.
The cat's so cute, dude.
She's a cutie. I was telling you, not Max, fucking Charlie. After we got back from the mic. He comes into the kitchen and he's down there with the cat. He's so fucking egregiously high. He's so like viciously high. He's like, big head or small head, big body, small head, big body. For another 10 minutes. He's doing that. I'm like, oh my God. And then he asked me, this was cracking me up. He goes, am I holding you up, Steven? I'm like, yeah,
kind of, brother.
Like, I hate being like that, but I'm like, yeah, you're holding me up. He's like, oh,
right.
okay.
I kind of needed to leave and go to sleep a while ago.
And then he was so aggressively high, and he's trying to back his car out. He had so much room. I was like, Charlie, you're good, man. Just pull forward and back out. He's like, nah, you're going to have to move this car. I'm like, okay, man. And then I'm playing Tetris with cars. That sucked.
Yeah, dude.
He just cut the way, like, I don't know. He was just, yeah, like I said, just, yeah. I love Charlie.
He went sober for 3 days, and then was like, I'm going to get absolutely annihilated.
Here's what I will say, though. He is back to being sober, so I think it was just those 2 days that I know of, at least. And hopefully I trust him.
He's back to being sober? He was drinking last night.
Are you fucking serious?
Was he not supposed to be drinking last night?
No!
He was drinking last night.
Let's pretend it's an NA beer.
Well, that's kind of hard when it's a tequila soda with lime.
Oh, my fucking God. He wasn't just drinking. He was getting fucking lit.
I was wondering why he was like, I'm going to DoorDash Taco Bell. And I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure it's on your way home.
I should have doormanned him. I should have said, cut that guy off.
Yeah.
I should have did that.
Yeah, I almost sent you a beer last night. I was almost like, I want a beer. Give Steven a beer over there. I just realized when you doorman, you can't sit back with us.
No, I got to watch the door and make sure people aren't talking, which I realized, like, dude, I'm so deaf. I have to really watch who's fucking being chatty, and I have to go. And it's hard to like really pinpoint who the fuck's being loud, but I can also tell when I'm seating them if they're chatty. Then, yeah, and then also if like, yeah.
So what do you say to them though? Are you like, hey,
I'd be like, yo, quiet. I have to go up and say, be quiet twice, and then I'll probably go get one of the other guys, and I'll be like, yo, these people got to go.
Yeah.
Haven't had to do that yet, thank God. And
I was about to say, like, how do you determine? Because every once in a while, a table will have a small conversation and then it'll come back.
Yeah, it's what you want to check for is, I've noticed this at the mothership. If you're chatting a lot, tell them. But then if they chat and say something and it's you can see the comedian, like, look over and notice it. That's when you are like, yo, you need to be quiet. They can hear you.
Yeah.
If the comedian
doesn't
fuck up
deal with it
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I've been so pissed off. You don't realize, like, the comedian can fucking hear those small little chatters. And I'm deaf and I can hear. If I can hear you, yeah, you've got a fucking problem.
There was a couple at Chameleon eating. They were eating pizza, but then they kept having a small conversation. Like, I had them when I first went, because John opens the show, and then I went first. Mm-hmm. And there was just like this cute little couple. They were eating pizza. They were probably younger than us, I think, like college kids.
Okay.
And just having like a light conversation. But they would be eating and listening to me and laughing. And then I would because the majority of the room was on the other side, so I was addressing them. Mm-hmm. And then when I'd turn back around to keep them included, like, I could tell every time I turned back around, I feel like it was because they were talking.
Fuck.
That
sucks.
But they weren't like being loud, but they were right up on stage. So it's like, hey guys.
Hey.
I left them alone. I didn't, they didn't know no better.
Yeah. More eating, less.
I figured they'd probably only stay 20 more minutes
That's
and they weren't like,
works.
Again, they weren't being like loud or disruptive, but it is one of those things where it's like, you hear it and you're just like, what did you say?
Supposedly that mic last night was a blast. I missed everybody that usually doesn't go, went last night, or 2 nights ago, whatever. Doesn't matter. But dude, I was kind of pissed. I didn't go. I'm mad, but I hadn't seen and I knew I was. Oh fuck!
I didn't know, dude, because like I said, I went first for once. I went first and I got out of there. I was like, I'm fucking leaving. I don't want to be here. I was tired, dude. I was tired last night too. That's why I kind of felt bad about bailing on you for pool.
It wasn't until I literally laid my head down that I was like, I worked 14 hours today. Yeah. So I was fucking exhausted.
Did any comedians come out to the early show?
No. Comedian. That's what was weird.
Not a single one?
Not one.
Huh?
Blew my mind, honestly.
That's
especially
crazy.
the early show. But I like the late shows better, but supposedly the late shows don't do as well. They're not as good. But that show you guys went to, the late show, they're way more active.
I've noticed that late shows are not as good most of the time.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much exclusively go to late shows.
And I don't know if you saw it, but there was a table of 6 over. It was a family from El Paso. They were a Hispanic family.
Really?
Yeah. They were having a ball. They were loving it.
Really?
They wanted to sit front row. And that's the thing. Nobody wants to sit front row. I'm like, I promise you, this guy, he's not gonna. I hate having to assure people. I love sitting front row. Front row is fun for me. But then now I'm also like a comedian, and I don't,
I don't want to be in front row. I just feel bad when like I can feel somebody bombing, and I'm also not laughing, and then they make direct eye contact with me, and I'm like, I cannot save you. I am not the person to sit here and fake laugh and save you right now. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't muster that from the depths of my soul. I tell you what, I hate when there's like a lull in conversation, or no, I'm going the wrong way with this. This is what I hate. When a comedian on stage asks like a question or like says something that's supposed to be like a poignant or like important, and there's like a silence break. I hate when another open micer says something. They answer the question or they, and I was kind of like,
it's when they ask open-ended questions or not. Open-ended questions.
Yeah.
And you expect people to like. Not everyone's going to be receptive. We're literally doing what's it called? One of the comedians had told me ambush comedy is literally what that is. Like you don't know that there's going to be comedy there, and that's just so hard to get an audience that's not wanting to see comedy to do fucking anything. This is fucking crazy. There's a story I wanted to show you. You ready for this? I know you hate football, but you're gonna.
Oh
yeah,
you told me something.
So there's this guy. There's this guy named Christian Wilkins.
I'm
going to read this article. Christian Wilkins, who was released by Las Vegas Raiders on Thursday, kissed a fellow player on the head, and the teammate took offense to it. The incident was not the sole reason he was cut, sources said. Wilkins has been recovering from a Jones fracture, which he had suffered in his left foot last October. And here's the funniest part. Where was it? They said he talked to, oh my God, I'm trying to find it. Oh my gosh. He said to, basically, dude, somebody complained to HR, which is hilarious on a football team but he literally got kicked off the team for kissing a player and he got uncomfortable.
It does seem like, definitely, I mean, the player that he kissed took offense to it, but it feels like mad disrespect. To just be like, could you imagine you're doing just a practice thing and you just railroad some guy out on the defensive line or whatever? You just absolutely bring him to the ground, and then when he's getting up, you just give him a kiss on the head and say, it's okay, baby girl, or something like that. That is such disrespect.
Well, they got the helmets on, so they can't actually kiss, but they do blow kisses, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I fucking destroyed you. I just wrecked your ass, you little chotch. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, that's fun. That's all fun and games. But like, dude, they got a fucking HR, which is hilarious.
I mean, I would assume
he kissed him on the head.
Which
head? I don't think like you.
I would assume every football team has an HR because they also PR media train like every football player so they don't get up there and be like, me and my friends used to sell crack.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Do you got a little switchblade comb?
It's not a switchblade. It's just a pocket comb. I've been fiddling the whole time.
Show the camera.
I think they've seen me fiddle with it the entire time. They've probably seen it multiple times.
I used to have a comb in my car and I lost it, and it kind of pisses me off. And then I've tried to find one at
it's
gas
probably
stations,
under the 2.5 feet of garbage.
I already checked. And then I put the garbage back. Where else am I going to put it?
Yeah, dude. What is that about blue collar guys that their cars are just filled with shit?
You just don't care. You're so fucking tired from doing all the work and throwing trash away all day. Last thing you're
here's my thing about it.
Shit.
The only thing that keeps my car, I'll pile trash up in it for a little bit. But the second I stop at like a gas station to get gas, there's always a trash can right there. There's always a trash. Then I have to wait for my gas to fill up anyway. I can just literally fucking throw shit away.
Yeah, there's two different variables that happen with me. Is one, the trash is all on the passenger side, so I have to go to my passenger side and then all the way back over. And then on top of that, I only fill up like $20 every time I go to a gas station. So I literally, I'm there basically watching the pump. You know what I mean?
That's getting less and less, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm always, this is so fun. Dude, I'm so frugal. I think I can find a better gas price everywhere. So I like only get $20 at one place. And if I see a really nice one, I'll go and,
Unless it's like outrageous and I know it's terrible, I will stop at whatever gas station.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
They have some apps, and I tried to use them, and I just.
Am I going to drive 20 minutes in a different direction to get 2 cents off per gallon when I'm only getting 13 gallons? So really, I'm saving 26 cents.
Yeah. I'm running empty into Kentucky, though, for sure, because they have lower prices.
Yeah,
that's how I.
Well, wait, it's outside the city.
Yeah. That too.
I mean, unless you get off in like Covington, and then their gas prices are high.
Here's the other thing I wanted to ask you was, dude, so everyone's starting a spider league. Do you know what a spider league is?
Mm-mm.
Everyone's been talking about it. It was made popular by Tim Robinson on a late night interview, but dude, it's where you make a group chat and it's a league, and we'll make the season like a month or 2 months, and you guys post pictures of the scariest spiders you find, and then you enter them into AI, and it gives you a danger rating, and whoever finds the most dangerous spider wins that season.
But okay, so
and I want Stoney. I think Stoney's the biggest prospect. In my opinion.
Are we putting money on it?
We could put money on it. That'd be fun. Oh. Your phone is like dude, that thing, how much does that weigh? That's throwing off the gravitational
14
pull.
pounds,
dude.
Why do you think my forearms are big? I always forget. I look in the camera and I forget my lefts and rights. Like I cannot even, because it's all backwards. Like it immediately throws my brain off.
Oh, for sure. I don't know. Dude, you're right. I am blocking the shit in the back.
Yeah,
blocking the beautiful art.
It's definitely have AI Ben Franklin saying Texas dick.
Are you thinking about getting a tattoo soon?
I mean, I was being manic. Oh, I was gonna say this. This is kind of what I like about being bipolar. Is last night very depresso, very very like I almost didn't come last night. I was laying in bed and I was like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And then I like forced myself. I was like, Steven's going to be there. I get to see my friend. And I've heard the headliner is very funny. So
yeah.
I was like,
Who told you it was funny? Did you talk to Gavin?
No, I think I talked to Reagan. I think Reagan said he was funny. So yeah.
From Indy.
I forced myself. But this morning I woke up and I was like, I feel like $1 million, dude. I feel so good. I feel like I might be the next coming of Jesus Christ or like Muhammad or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I got to go start telling people this on the street corner. I got to go around and tell them like, hey, believe in me because you'll be saved. I'll save your ass, dude. Burning buildings and like cancer and stuff. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I thought you were going to be depressed. I thought you were saying you were depressed because we watched a comedian last night. For everyone listening, we watched Mr. Brent Terhune, a headline Go Bananas.
Yeah, I was scared to say his last name.
Yeah, he was so good. He's from Indy.
Yeah, Terhune. Very funny. Yeah, super funny,
dude. So good. We talked about it. He was just on his shit. Like
very tight is what we both said. Very tight, which sounds like a sexual innuendo, but in the comedy world, none of us have sex. So
ain't that the truth?
Yeah. No. It was just so tight. Every single sentence felt like it had purpose or meaning, or like added to the joke. There was no fluff, no extras. Like it was so cut tight I was just like, damn, that's impressive.
Yeah. And even, it's just very inspiring. And I know when you go see comedians like that, I mean, you were talking about when you saw Chad Daniels, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm never going to fucking be that good. I should just fucking quit now. And it's like, you can learn to be funny. You can.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, like, even podcasting, learning to do podcasting is fucking insane. Like, having a constant script coming out of my mouth has always been tough for me. And even then, like, now, I hate that I do this, but I cut off. Like, if I don't want to explain something, I'll just cut. Like, I'll do an example. Like, when you're going to the store and you try and find the barcode or whatever, it's supposed to be the code, or you know what I mean? Like, that's like that, what I do right there. Like, I hate that I trail off. No, I hate that I trail off. Like, that's an example of what I do that I hate that I do, is when it's too hard to explain. And I used to do it when I was a kid. I would just say, it's kind of hard to explain, and then I would just cut off my thought right there. It's kind of hard to, I would explain something or try, and then I'd half-ass give the, or like halfway explain what I'm trying to say,
and you just give up. And then I would just
cut it off. I would say, it's kind of hard to explain. And all my friends would make fun of me because they're like, Steven, you never form a full thought. You never explain a full thought.
I'm so opposite to that. I love explaining something and then realizing halfway through I'm like, I'm fucking it up so bad, and now I gotta like explain out of that corner. I think I've told you this. I love being backed into a corner in any conversation and just having to fight my way out. I think that's where I feel the most comfortable, probably because that's how growing up was.
Yeah,
I was always backed into a corner, and I was like, I can't fight. I can't run. I'm pretty fat. We've talked about that. We've talked about that. No. As a kid, as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Very fat child.
Both were.
I weighed the same I do like right now at 10 years old.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I was a fat kid. And very, very less short, very less high. Whatever, dude.
You were pancake, man.
Yeah, dude. I was fucking eating. I ate an entire 48 count of Ferrero Rochers one time for Christmas.
Holy fuck.
And then threw up everywhere. But I was like 7.
You look like a Roman candle of chocolate.
That's bad.
That's disgusting. What was your cereal of choice when you were a kid?
Okay, so here I've been dealing with this mental conflict.
Yeah.
Because for so long I've been like, Cocoa Pebbles are the best. You got to eat them fast. Mm-hmm. You got to eat them fast. It kind of sucks, but I think because we didn't have name brand cereals, I think I actually like Cocoa Rice Krispies the best.
Okay.
Because, they're like puffed.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're puffed and they stay crunchy longer.
Do they stay crunchy longer?
Yeah, dude.
You would think the Pebbles would stay crunchy longer,
but they don't.
I like Fruity Pebbles because,
Fruity's pretty good.
Matches my vibe. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why I like the plain Rice Krispies.
Yeah, but I dig, what?
White.
I think it was my favorite. When I was a kid, I'll do when I was a kid and when I'm an adult. I like now because when I was a kid, I would have my dad would always buy Frosted Flakes. I fuck Frosted Flakes up to this day. That's probably my favorite. When I was a kid, though, my mom would buy the cheaper stuff. We would have to put Splenda on the Cheerios.
Yeah.
She would never buy sugar. She's like, that's bad for you. And now, like, my mom would never admit to it now that, like, Splenda's bad for you. And I'm like, Mom, you were giving us, what's it called?
It's like a laxative.
Yeah, when we were younger.
I think I told you about
everything's
that.
Carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I was drinking, like, sugar-free something, and you were like, that's got carcinogens in it. And I was like, dude, we're doing, like, fucking Zins. I smoke so much weed. I've been hitting people's vapes. Beer's probably not great for you.
No, fuck no.
I ate a McDonald's cheeseburger last night.
Damn. I've lost
double
I don't
quarter
think I
pounder.
said it. I think I've lost 6 pounds since I've quit drinking.
I believe it, dude.
But my record is 20 pounds in 1 month that I've dropped.
That's not healthy.
Well, it's not. I was starving myself.
Yeah, you see, that's what I knew it. When people are like, oh, I want to lose like 30 pounds. Like my coworker, she lost like 15 pounds in 2 weeks, but she's a big lady. And I was like, oh, that was probably all water weight. And she's like, well, I'm still losing like a pound a week. And I was like, that's actually good.
Yeah.
That's actually like pretty much right in the pocket. That's like top end of where you want to be, is losing a pound a week. And I know that sounds shitty, but if you look it up, you're only supposed to lose like 0.8 pounds to like 1.2 pounds a month is like a healthy rate.
Really?
Yeah, or else your body starts to freak out. Because it's like, I'm not getting the calories I need.
My buddy Noah went into a seizure because he On a boat too, which is crazy. He went into a seizure on a boat because he lost.
Sure, he just
way
wasn't
too
seasick.
Quick. Yeah, I'm positive he was losing weight.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't met this nut. He's so funny. But he he lost weight too quick and he went into a seizure. But it was so easy for me to lose that 20 pounds because my father had just died. And so it was really easy to do.
Oh, yeah.
All that to say, here, let's clip this. All that to say, if you have somebody that you love in your life die, make the best of it. Try and go on a diet. Use that.
This is what we're clipping?
Yeah.
We're not motivational. Fuck you. Die quicker.
Use that
smoke
lack
cigarettes.
of hunger. Use that lack of hunger to starve yourself.
I'll buy you angel dust. I don't care.
Right? They're not coming back. They are not coming back. So you might as well use the lack of hunger to lose some weight, you fatty boom batty. All right.
Hey, dude, there's love for thick women, but if your titties sit on top of your stomach, I may not be there.
Yeah.
I might not be a part of whatever you got going on.
This is a chick,
and if the only loophole to that, the only loophole to that, you know what I think is sad? And this might come off. I really just think this is sad. So, like, I hope this doesn't come off wrong. Is like when sometimes when it probably is going to. That's why. That's why I'm like. But when women get bigger,
yeah,
we're talking like obese range to morbidly obese range, like, you know, their tits normally get bigger, but I think it's sad when their tits don't get bigger.
That's
they gain all that weight and they still have like these tiny titties. I'm like, damn, that's sad. Like the weight distribution on you got fucked, dude.
That's somebody could literally dress up and do a set as God and be like, "Hey, don't you think it's funny how I made I made it so this happens?"
Some of these fat bitches ain't got no titties.
That's God's magnum opus of a joke.
I'm always like, and they don't have an ass either, and I'm like, God, like you just got unlucky with your weight distribution. Yeah. Like, why did it all go to your gut?
All women are beautiful, however, that is a fact of life sometimes.
Yeah, I'm ugly, so I can say ugly things.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way it works?
I suppose so.
If
I guess
people get pretty privilege, you get ugly advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Everyone, if you gain a bunch of weight, you get a TV show easier.
What?
All that to say, have you seen all these shows? Everyone that's got...
If you gain a bunch of weight, you get a TV show. What do you mean?
You sure do. So hear me out. The 1,000 Pound Life, 1,000 Pound Sisters. I saw.
Well,
they're making all sorts. They're making some of them are like gay now. They're like 1,000 pound transgender people. We'll look it up. I don't know what it is, but it's like.
Isn't that crazy for somebody that can't move
and it is
to be
inspiring to see them lose all the weight. However,
yeah, if they lose the weight.
If they lose the weight.
But isn't it? It's crazy to be like. Say you're a 650-pound man and you literally cannot stand up to move. And then you're like, I feel like a woman. I'm kind of like, how do you feel like a person?
Yeah.
How do you even feel like a human? You can't stand up to take a shit.
Yeah. The only thing you should finish the sentence of, I think I identify as, is you should end it with bowling ball. You literally look like, the blob.
You know, they're the diorama of how many Earths can fit in the sun, except it's bowling balls. How many bowling balls can fit in Ted over there? About 6,000. So
you crack him up. They dissect him. They find different layers. The crust, upper crust. He's got his own atmosphere.
Yeah, dude.
That's funny. That's funny. We're just trying to riff here.
I mean, all the loose materials on top. That's science.
Floating around. I
just can't imagine, dude. I think I've talked about the immobile lady we found on Pornhub.
Yeah, you said I want to be. Yeah.
She wants to be completely. I think that's just a crazy notion to be like. I understand. Okay, so like when you get that big, total eating disorder as well. It's in the opposite end. Like obviously something in your brain is not working.
Yeah.
But like, I do feel like there's a point. There's even some people that are so big now that don't have like an eating disorder, but just maybe they have like a dopamine. You know, they like crave that I don't know, dude. I'm going to get really fat so I can give you an answer. In the next 6 months, I'm going to get 450 pounds. And my wiener probably won't work.
You could do it. You'd probably do it and then get, like, muscles, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could do it. I could get fat easily.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gaining weight's never been an issue for me.
Dirty bulk. Yeah, no, it's not been for me.
The dirty bulk's the best, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
ice cream and burgers and steaks and cheese.
Love ice
cheese,
cream,
dude.
I've been getting ice cream because now that I'm sober, I need that sugar that I'm not getting from the beer.
Yeah.
So, dude, we've been hitting the ice cream shop. Me, Katie, a bunch of comedians in the scene, local comedians. Yeah. Stone, Katie, and Emma and I, we all were like in the car. And this was funny. We were outside of UDF just sitting in Emma's car. I leave, and then right after, the cops were called because the UDF employees had closed the store and were scared to come out because the car was just sitting with its lights on. They were like, are these people going to jump us? Yeah, fun stuff.
The 4 people that just walked in and ordered ice cream cones are now going to wait outside and jump you.
I love UDF. UDF rules.
Dude, I tell you what, they have the best coffee, but I don't think they're doing it anymore.
Is it the nozzle with the cold foam?
Yeah, dude. The nitro cold brew. They have a cold brew that's pretty decent, and then they have the nitro cold brew right next to it. That's crazy. I mean, it's better than any coffee I bought anywhere.
When we get big, when this podcast takes off, we're getting one right here.
Dude.
Right next to the Bud Light spout.
About 30 minutes in, you guys would have to call an ambulance because I'd have a heart attack.
I wonder, how hard would that be to do if we got a kegerator? How do we do that, do you think?
I've wondered that too.
This is where you get back into a corner and you try and
I've wondered that too. Yeah. I wondered that too. I mean, I've seen the inside. It's got it's a cartridge-based mechanism. What Mexicans? Yeah,
say Mexican.
I just can't speak, dude. I'm from the South. I'm a Southern belle. I got Mexicans on my mind, which isn't a good thing. Because I should not talk to her.
No.
I should not, okay?
Just block the number.
It doesn't help when she hits me up on Facebook, dude.
You got the bug, brother.
But no, okay, so I've seen it's like a cartridge. They have like this big cartridge. I think the coffee, it's actually like a concentrated syrup that gets mixed with water at UDF.
Really?
And then they blast it with like nitro. They have like a nitrous oxide can somewhere, and they blast it as it comes out. That's how I'm pretty sure it works, because storing that much like ready to serve nitro cold brew in one thing would be like very expensive, and they're selling it for like $2.
Yeah,
you can get like a 64-ounce thing for like $2.
Oh my God, did I tell you? So you got one the other day, Friday, when we went up to Dayton, one of those coffees or whatever. Or no, maybe you got it last cast. One of those coffees from the Shell right up here.
Oh, yeah. No, that was like
just
a month
sugar.
ago.
Just a bunch of sugar.
I didn't drink it.
Bro, I got one, and because it was when my girlfriend had called me in the middle of the night, and I couldn't get back to sleep. Literally didn't sleep. I was on like 24 hours of not sleeping, and I went back into work early. And I'm like, hey, to my boss, I was like, yo, can I leave like early? I'm going to get my 8 hours in, but can I leave early? Because like, dude, I have not slept. And he's like, yeah, you never come in 2 hours early. You can go home. Dude, my boss is so cool. I love my boss. Shout out, Bill.
Shout out, Bill. No, yeah, I got one of those things. I took like 3 sips, and I was like, I can tell it's got a lot of caffeine. And then B, it was like nothing but sugar.
Dude, it was just sugar. And I drank one and shit myself at work, dude. Like, I mean, not legitimately, but like, bro, four 15-minute sessions on the toilet, brother.
Yeah.
I stole a whole hour from that hoe that day, bro.
I'm slowly coming to the realization in my adult life that what you eat determines the kind of shit you have.
Yeah.
Like I've always known that's a thing, but it's
literally how it works.
It's been becoming like more and more of an issue where I'm like, fuck, dude, I should not have eaten a pint of ice cream, some Funyuns, a piece of pizza. I should not. Fucking that beef jerky that was in the fridge, a slice of pepperoni, like just shoveling shit into my face. And then the next day I wake up, I'm like, I feel like garbage. It's like, yeah, dude, you should feel like garbage. Yeah. You literally just ate like 90,000 grams of microplastics and bullshit and sugar.
Yeah. That's what I love about how, like, now I'm not drinking, so I'm not hungover. But I know as soon as I get back into it for football season, I'm going to feel like shit. And I'm going to be like, wow, I wish I was sober again. Maybe I'll go sober after football season.
Maybe you'll just stay sober.
That would be fun.
Maybe
not going to happen, but it would be fun. Fuck. What was I going to say? Fuck. I don't know.
You were getting snippy with me last night.
I was?
On the phone.
I was
Remember,
tired.
I was
a
like,
tired boy.
You kept being like, I'm working 2 jobs now. And I said, brother, quit one. Fucking quit one. Quit your fucking main job. Just work the door at Bananas.
I wouldn't make as much to
you would
myself.
Lose everything you've built now.
Yeah. And I need to
That's what I'm saying, but you might be happier.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring everyone with me, too. I don't like to say it like that because I know I'm not really supporting anyone. But, I mean, we're doing it all. You know what I mean? We're here. I'm paying rent so that we can have this space to do this. That's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. I cut my thought off halfway through. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I like my job. I used to like it a lot. That's the issue right now is I just want to do comedy. At work, all I'm thinking about is jokes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just constantly where my brain's at. And it's hard because I've told you this. Talking to some of the people at work, there's one guy I can talk to and I can riff with. And he's fucking hilarious. But other than that, like, it's hard to bounce ideas because these fuckers just reuse the same jokes every day and they laugh the same amount at their same jokes every single day. I'm like, how do you guys live with yourself? I just can't do that. They are interesting.
But some people
to talk
don't
to.
crave originality. They don't crave like a newness, you know?
No,
like,
they don't. You're
like,
right. Yeah.
That's why, it's why I used to go from crushing at Christmas and Thanksgiving, like the family Christmas and Thanksgiving, and now I'm like the least funny of the family because what it used to be is you just have to make Monty Python references and everybody would be like, ha 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 ha. And now that I'm not willing to do that and I don't say, like, I hate saying, like, I always see, like, I'm trying to think of one, but when a meme blows up and then everybody starts saying it in their real life.
Have you seen that hawk to a girl? What's her fucking deal? Yeah,
or like when people were saying, this is going to date me, but when people were going, damn, Daniel, like that would have crushed in my family. But
really?
It's like, but it's also like, dude, how many times can you say damn Daniel before you're like, fuck, I don't want to, shut the fuck up.
It's funny because that probably kills a year later in your family. After it comes out.
I mean, literally,
dude.
You
know why? It's because every meme that we see makes it a year later on the Facebook. And then your whole family gets that.
And then they just crave that reference because I think it's more like, oh, we're connecting. We saw the same thing. Instead of being like, let's be in this moment and come up with something brand new. Like suspend disbelief for a minute.
Yeah.
And let's have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, like in a year.
But instead, you just want me to regurgitate SpongeBob quotes, dude.
And a year later, your family's trying to do the Jersey Mike trend. They're like, yo, tell Mike to come out here and fuck this shit.
I only have sisters, so they don't. That's not the kind of Facebook they're on. It's all like, that's how I know about all of the fucking woman TikTok stuff. I don't see it directly, but like all my sisters are constantly like reciting it. So it's like, oh fuck, like I guess I'm up to date by proxy through them. Like I'm not on woman TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm on woman TikTok.
We've been you kept sending me a bunch of stupid electrician memes. It pissed me off so much.
It was just, I don't know why my feed just was like it was a bunch of videos of just people ripping on electricians and calling them gay and just like electricians kissing and stuff, and it just kept coming up on my feed and I was like, I'm gonna send this to the only electrician I know.
Yeah, dude, I just send you videos of the guys, the bros. Just the Down syndrome.
I was about to say the guys, the bros. You mean the Down syndrome people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see that one?
They rule.
I think I sent you last week. Let me take a drink. I think I sent you last week.
Oh my god, Mike just picked you.
Yeah, my bad. That's probably gross.
Water.
That's probably gross.
Good thing I have all the footage. I'm gonna whack off.
I could have gargled it for you and made a little more eye contact.
I would have bust too early.
See, the memes weren't wrong. The memes weren't wrong. No, I sent you one last week. It was a black guy going around asking white people if they've ever said the N-word. And that wasn't what was funny to me. It was that there was just like, he had to be like 5'1", maybe, just this little old white guy, like 2 teeth, and he looked like he worked every day of his life out in the farm.
Yeah,
you know, he had overalls on, and he was just one of those guys that when he talks, like you can't understand a word he says.
Boomhauer.
Yeah, pretty much. And then his buddy who was with him, who was like, "Yeah, I've said it a couple times," because of course he has. Of course he has. He was like translating for the little guy, and I was just like, this is amazing. Like I want like a little mini me with me that only I can understand, you know? You want to bring around, I guess that's why people have kids, but eventually everybody can understand them, and you're like, stop telling people about daddy's sugar loving, his sugar
that's
habit.
How we're gonna end up.
It's just sugar up daddy's nose, I swear. Quit telling people about that.
You think we're gonna end up just walking through a Kroger one day, or an HEB or whatever, and someone's gonna come up to us when we're older with a camera, and we're like, back in my day.
Yeah, you'll be the intelligible one. I'm like, goddamn gas prices, you know, fucking done jumped on too high, and I can't afford to go to see my Mima no more.
Yeah, Roe v. Wade used to not be. Yeah, I'll be spitting off.
Luckily, when it's illegal, I got a couple, but
yeah, back in my day, the wall used to fucking be there. Now, yeah.
And then I went down there with a sledgehammer, and I tore it down brick by brick myself.
Because I needed a wife.
Yeah, it's just the guy you think is gonna be the most racist. He's like, no, I went down there and I was fucking tearing down.
We should make a deal where, dude, we just walk around when we get old in just suits every day. We just, or tuxedos, and then they talk to us and we're just bricks. We're just straight boulders for brains.
Yeah, that would be funny. Like the scene in Dumb and Dumber when they go to the wedding and they're like pimped out in tuxedos.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I do need to rewatch that because that's fucking hilarious.
The second one sucks.
Really? Oh.
Second one sucks. But they made it like 20 years later, so it was bound to suck.
Yeah. Oh, it had to be.
But
now, yeah. And here's who was talking about this on a podcast. They're like, when they get so pissed off when people say, "Yeah, but you can't make comedy like that anymore. That would you can't make a comedy movie like that." Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You just have to fund it yourself.
Which is the hard part.
You know what I mean? And even like sketch groups. You know what I mean? Like some sketch groups. That's an alt side of comedy.
People make 20-minute horror movies all the time on YouTube.
Yeah,
I watched one the other day, and I was like, damn, this sucks. Nobody should have funded this ever. No, I'm kidding. It was actually good. I forget what it was called.
There's a new horror movie I want to see so goddamn bad. And I know you're going to hate me talking about this because you don't like going and seeing movies or watching movies or whatever. But Weapons just came out.
Is that a horror movie? Everybody keeps talking about it, and they're like, Weapons. And I'm like, what? Is it Sylvester Stallone in The Expendables? Is it just another Arnie movie? Like, what are we doing?
Did you ever see Barbarian? Did you ever watch that movie or hear about it? One of my favorite horror movies.
I've seen
Prey. I felt there's a funny story.
It's not horror, but
yeah, it's the
really best scene in Prey is 30 minutes in when he fights the bear, and then it's like another hour of the movie.
I got to the part where is that a lady or a dude that's hunting?
It's a lady.
So it is? Okay. Well, then I got to the part where the lady sees the UFO crash. And then, that's all I saw.
Did you walk out? Well, you're like, nope, my Predator movie's not going to have women in it.
Yeah, I said that, and I walked out of my living room.
No woman is going to woman is going to be the main character of my movie.
Could have just turned the TV off. No, I unplugged my television and threw it out the window.
Yeah,
I hit my car.
You saw those Native Americans, and you're like, fake, dude. We wrecked them with muskets. There's no way they could stand up to a predator. A motherfucker's like a walking tank, dude.
The first movie I rooted for the Predator.
Honestly, I always root for the bad guy in most movies, just because if it's a good movie,
yeah,
they're 95% of the time way more interesting than the good guys.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more backstory built up between.
Yeah. Plus, you always know the good guys are gonna win. Like I think I've told you this before too. Infinity War came before Endgame, right? It goes Infinity War and then Endgame.
Correct.
Infinity War, when Thanos won, I literally cheered. I saw it in theaters. I literally cheered. I was like, no fucking way. This is the first movie I saw where I didn't understand. I didn't know at the time there was going to be a part 2.
Oh, really?
Where Endgame was going to come out. But I was literally like, this is fucking rad. The bad guy just won and he fucked over the entire planet. And there's nothing they can do.
They switched up the movie. And they already, that's the whole point of the cinematic universe is that it's not comic accurate 100%. They're trying to make their own story. The whole reason Thanos in the comics was the reason he wanted to kill everybody was he wanted to please death, the woman embodiment of death. and now she's actually in the universe now.
But
she
Death
just
also loves
somewhere.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. What do you... I don't know what to talk about, but...
Deadpool is also in love with Death or whatever. I swear, dude, I've seen YouTube shorts of nerds talk about it. You know, here's the thing. I'm like nerd adjacent.
Yeah.
Right? It's because I don't actually, I just don't actually I don't like watching, I guess, geek adjacent. I don't like watching like the Marvel movies or anything. Because again, like I said, you always know the good guy's going to win in the end. Mm-hmm. It's always the same thing. It's like, oh my God, big trouble, good guy wins.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, it's boring. It's a formula.
More predictable than horror.
But I'm so like geek adjacent because I'll watch YouTube shorts and it's all like comic book people talking about like different universes of Marvel and Batman, or it's like Pokemon trading card openers.
I get those too.
And I'm like, why do I sit here and watch them open the pack? I don't give a fuck. They just got a card worth $15. Like, why am I watching this? And then
my gambling brain goes crazy when I see.
I think that's what it is.
Prices.
I think that's my gambling is watching them. It's like watching them play slots. It's gambling for children, huh?
I just touched your foot under the table.
Yeah, you're about to touch more than that under the table.
You know, there is nobody home.
No, there's somebody home, but they ain't coming downstairs.
We hear him coming from a mile away.
I can be quiet.
Yeah,
I can be quiet. No, he can't.
I hope he can't hear me. No,
I was about to yell something, but then I was like, this might have legitimate real-life repercussions instead of just being for the bit.
He's up in the third floor. Dude, I can't believe we have a third. That's basically an attic. That used to be where my room is. If you didn't have the AC unit in the window, I was not sleeping.
Yeah. That's why you put your redheaded stepchild up there.
Yeah.
Or they also, a lot of people convert their attic into the mother-in-law suite. So your mother-in-law can live up there and you never have to see her and she can burn in hell.
Yeah, that is
she can burn in hell up there like she fucking deserves to.
Or you give her a push start to hell and put her in the basement.
Yeah.
Lock that door.
I'm pushing her down those attic steps too, brother. Don't worry. They're steeper than the basement ones.
Get in the cellar.
Less to break your fall on the way down. Let me tell you. I've never been in an attic in one of these old houses where the ladder hasn't been absolutely fucked.
We don't have a ladder.
You guys have actual stairs?
We have actual stairs.
Okay, so yeah, it's a true third floor then. Most of them have that little crawl space and then they'll fucking pull down ladder. But every time I've been on one of those ladders, I'm like, this thing is about to snap on me and it's high ceiling, so I'm about to drop like 10 feet.
I've never gone up one of those ladders. That thing would probably break on me. Yeah, like you're saying.
No, we have a riding lawnmower though, and the muffler just rusted off. It's
my car right now. We should. I'll show a picture of it.
You should edit a picture.
I just got my oil change. I'll tell this story, dude. I went and got my oil changed. I'm like, hey, you mind if I take a look under the car? Because I gotta see. Can you guys put like some clamps on my muffler? I think like I know one of them's out. Can you guys maybe order that part? He's like, yeah, sure. You know you got a huge hole in your muffler. And then I'll show the picture right now in post. I'll add it. But like, dude, I was like, yeah, I got to get this fixed. You can see all the fibers and everything. It was It's going to be like $600. But it's the one repair that I'm so pumped on because my car's been humming for a while.
Yeah, dude. It sounds bad. Yeah. Every time you start your car, I'm like, that thing's going to break down tomorrow. Like, I don't know how he's going to make it home.
It's like the one thing you can hold off on getting repaired because I think the only thing it affects is the gas mileage. What you're getting. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
But, okay. So our muffler rusted off our mower. And my mom, she only works 3 days a week, so a lot of times she cuts the grass.
Nice.
I cut it every once in a while, but she's been cutting the grass a lot. Just because I think she's turning more into a yard person. Like my grandpa was the same way. He'd cut the grass 2 or 3 times a week. She started to cut the grass 2 times a week, 3 times a week. And
guys
it's like,
becoming Republicans.
Yeah. But the mower was running. I showed up for lunch, and it sounds horrible. It's kind of like how your car does. It sounds horrible. And then I noticed, no, the mower wasn't running. It was parked in the side yard. And my neighbor, who's also a freak about his lawn, was like, hey, what's up? I think the mower quit on her. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't sound too good. And I went, first of all, my first thought in the head is fuck off. We're neighbors. We don't gotta be this nice. I'm sorry. We just live next to each other. He's weird anyway, but he said that. And then I was like, yeah, the muffler rusted off. Like, I just straight up told him. And then he tried to sit there and explain to me. He was like, well, those things have a certain amount of back pressure to them. And if your back pressure is not just right, it won't run. And I was like, the motherfucker was running, dude. It's ran this entire season without a muffler, and you know it. You just want us to get the muffler fixed so you don't have to listen to the loudest mower in history.
Let me try and guess how this guy, just an old man who's got nothing else going on, just trying to explain shit because he's bored.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Never leaves his house. Yeah. Never leaves his house. He comes over every Halloween to smoke one cigarette with my stepdad.
Really?
Yeah, because his wife is like a control freak. And she made him quit like 25 years ago, so he always sneaks over on Halloween. It's like his Halloween ritual. He talks to us for a while, and then he smokes one cigarette and leaves.
Damn.
Yeah, weird guy.
Weird guy.
Weird guy.
My next door neighbor, he's the exact same way. His name's Bob. I love Bob, though. But Bob will always be like, hey, my nephew's here. He can fix your muffler for you right now. I'm like, hey, man, like, first of all, I would have had to order a whole nother fucking muffler. Second of all, it's like, he's like, yeah, you can change your calipers and your brakes and everything. And I'm like, first of all, I don't fucking know this guy. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, it does crack me up. He is so nice, though. He comes over and he trims our yard. He mows our yard, and we just like kind of feed him beer. We just get him a 24 rack every once in a while, and he just keeps mowing our fucking yard.
Yeah, he likes to mow the lawn.
Yeah, he's got nothing else to do. I've seen him on huge ladders just painting his house. For how much work he does on that house, nothing gets fucking done.
I was about to say, it really doesn't look great.
It's insane. He's got like the siding falling off of his house across our fence.
and I'm like painting over it. Yeah. No, my neighbor though, his wife. When I was like, I was probably like 15 or 16 when I first like got into working out. I didn't really work out seriously still for a while, but I was like doing it in the backyard. It's still home gymming it. I was just doing. It was like a summer day. It was nice out. I was just doing it in the backyard.
You had the top off.
I had the top off, yeah. And I'm just doing. I'm in shorts. I'm in basketball shorts, and I'm just fucking working out. And then I look behind me at the corner of our fence and gate, and his wife is just like creeping and staring over the fence at me. And then the second I turn around, she gets shocked. I hear her gasp. She goes, oh. And then she turns around immediately and like runs away. I mean, she's an old lady, so she can't run, but she like hobbles away quickly, like absolutely like booking it for an old lady. And then I went inside to talk to my sisters and my mom, and I was like, I just got creeped on by the neighbor. And all they said was, welcome to being a girl. Welcome to a girl's life. And I was like, whoa, dude. We're not supporting the victims here. I was just creeped on. If you guys told me that, I'd be out for blood. But you guys are just like,
she's
welcome.
She's trying to take a look under the hood.
Yeah, dude.
That's her fault.
Yeah, so
what did it look like when she ran away? She looked like she was sneaking while trying to run. She looked like a character.
She looked like her knees hurt. You know, it looked like there wasn't much knee action going on, and definitely always 1 foot on the ground at a time. Did not run, but was like swiftly walking away.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. So
you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, my sisters hate victims. Is what I learned from that, and I'm willing to put that out there publicly.
You said you wanted to play a game. We didn't get to play a game.
I know. That's back when I thought our energy sucked.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we got into it quickly.
We
were both kind of low energy before this.
Yeah.
Before we wanted to entertain our lovely viewers.
My dates. We can get into dates.
Dates.
I got a new date on. Well, here I'll say this: August 26th. This will be out by then. I'm at Funniest Person in Cincinnati. So is Maxie.
August 26th,
and that's at Go Bananas Comedy Club. Go Bananas Comedy Club. I'll be there August 20th. Oh, well, I should have said that one first, but I'll be there at the Pro-Am doing 5 minutes. I'm actually scheduled on that one. And then on August 29th, new date, I'm at Pie and Violence. That's at Chameleon in North Side of Cincinnati.
That'll be a fun show.
It will. I haven't been there in forever, and I'm super pumped because that was like one of the first shows to put me up. Breezy and Lloyd, local people in the comedy scene, they rule. They're putting up comics that, you know, it kind of shows you like what it can be. It can be fun to be on a show. You know, you're in a production. You know what I mean? You get paid.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They're a good introduction into the scene. Like, they're willing to put up the newest of the new people.
Absolutely.
Like if you're in Cincinnati and you're thinking about starting comedy, they're some of the nicest people, and they're some of the people that are willing to take a chance on you first.
Absolutely.
So
that being said, just Chameleon in general, go there for Thursday night too. That's the best open mic in the city. Yeah. All right, Max, you got your dates?
It's an eagle.
The rare bleach eagle.
So I don't know. I feel like we might switch these episodes only because of this next date I'm going to say. If Cody wants to promote it, because August 24th,
yeah,
I'll be in Louisville at Sahara, opening for the very funny Cody Hughes. He's either on the last episode or he's going to be on the next episode. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We're talking about it, okay? 26, I'll be funniest person in Cincinnati with Steven Stewart. 2 people move on. It'll probably be Steven and Stoney, but I'll be there. I think that's it right now. I mean, tonight I'm doing the Crosstown Comedy Festival, so if you check out my Instagram, by the end of tonight, I might have a new date posted. I might not. We'll see how she goes. Other than that, catch me every week. I'm at the Pro-Am. I might not be going up every week, but go bananas. Come to Go Bananas. Come to Commonwealth Comedy Club. Go to follow Bombs Away on Instagram. They put on great productions, and Keep It Open Cincy at the Vault every Wednesday. Just come out and support the local scene. There's a lot of funny people. There's a lot of people that
Max is hot.
Would love to see us. We'd love to see you guys.
Yeah, you'll get the jokes hot off the press.
Yeah, dude.
And then get hot off depressed after you hear them.
I'm going to make it feel worse than when you showed up. I'm going to make it feel bad. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.